Welcome back to another episode of Rare Breeds Pod. I have a lot of stuff in my emotional purse this week. And like for once, it's pretty freaking good. Like it's pretty good. Like not bad things.
No.
So there's a few things. One, I want to start with the fact that my little brother started high school today.
Oh.
I am not well. Like I'm really not. Like there's been a lot of moments with Wyatt and Kennedy both where it's been put into perspective, like how grown up they are and how much they're growing up. But like, I think just the more, especially the shape my life has taken, even over the last 6 months, like them growing up just hits even harder. And like, I can't believe that my little bean, Wyatt, like he just, when you say Wyatt, I think of him as
little
kindergartner.
cowboy boots and jeans and a hat
yes.
running around.
And I mean, he's still all of those things. Like one thing I love about him is like for his age, he still has so much innocence and like he still plays with his die-cast cars and like this might embarrass him, so hopefully. But like,
Probably.
I love that he's not sitting, I mean, he equally sits on iRacing and all that stuff just as much, but like he still gets outside and likes to play with his cars and play with his friends.
Yeah.
Like he does fun. Like I can't believe he's in high school. I can't believe he's in high school.
Welcome to my world.
I'm really glad he's not going to real high school, though. I think that would be harder for me. Like, he has his teacher that he does with, like, stuff on the road with since he's racing so much. But, like, I think if he was literally going to high school, I would be physically, like...
God, I would love to see him.
I would have had to take the day off work.
I would have loved to see him actually go into high school, though. And just
he would
his
thrive
stories.
at South Iredell. Those are his
stories.
kind of people, like the country...
Yep. Where they have farming as an extracurricular activity.
Yes, ag.
Totally
yeah.
him.
The other piece of my emotional purse is just so interesting. And it's something that, at the beginning, I was like, yeah, this is something that happens to me. But the way it ended up with the bow on the story, there's men that have treated me far, far, far worse.
Yeah.
That haven't even gone to this length of apologizing to me. So, there's been this person that I have been in the same crowds of over, I would say, this year. And we've had to communicate on some, platonic levels about whatever. And, like when you can kind of just tell, like you could kind of cut the tension with a knife,
Yeah.
And not even sexual tension, just like curiosity. So I have enough glasses of wine on my layover in Minneapolis this weekend. 2, by the way. Just hits different, I guess.
That altitude.
Yeah, I don't know. So I had the courage to finally be like, hey, I had wine on my layover and I have the courage to ask, would you like to get a drink when we're both back home? And he was like, he said, which I'll give him this. So he was like, blah, 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 like flat or whatever. Obviously, because who wouldn't be? And so he was like, honestly, I just kind of started seeing somebody a few days ago, so totally up to you if that's a massive red flag, but would love to shoot the shit and teach you some more. Well, I can't say that part, okay. Because that would give it away who it is. I said, appreciate the honesty. I said, it's only a massive red flag if you seeing somebody means like that you guys are exclusive and that like they think you're not seeing, like,
yes.
It's not uncommon to get to know multiple people at once or date multiple people at once, but like if you've had a conversation with that person where they think that you are the only person, like I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to
like
hurt someone.
You're not dating, but you're boyfriend and girlfriend. Those are 2 different things.
Yeah, or like you guys have taken the step to like make things more exclusive.
Yeah.
Like you're not still seeing what's out there.
Yep.
So I said, if that's a non-issue, then sure. And I was like, but dang, or I said, but to be totally transparent, like not in a friend way. Like, I mean this, like, I would like to go on a date with you. So, then I was like, dang, wish I would have had the courage a few weeks ago though, because like, I think I've missed my opportunity at this point. I was like, yeah, me too, blah, 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 blah. And then like the conversation kind of died down and I was like, all right, well, maybe in a few months or something, like in a wishing you the best kind of way. And then again, he was like, well, like I said, I'm 100% open for a drink and to like get to know you, blah, 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 not feeding you a bunch of bull. And I was like, again, I'm totally down. I just don't want to be a part of putting somebody else in like a weird spot. If you're seeing them and they think that you're like, I don't want to hurt somebody else again, as long as that's not an issue. So he's like, all right, I'm back on XYZ day. Pick a date next week. So I pick a day. We continued to text all weekend long. Mind you, when the conversation dies down, I didn't text first. I was like, you know, so we chatted all weekend, literally all weekend long. And then on Monday afternoon, I get a text and he's like, hey, I'm gonna have to decline the offer on tomorrow night. Like, I thought about it more, and even though like I really like would love to hang out with you and get to know you more, I just don't want to like lead you down a path of false hope and then destroy any like potential that we would have in the future. Like, I should give this person a fair shot. Like, I just felt icky about it. Like, I don't want to do that. Okay, I can respect that. I was like, yo, I can respect that, but the only thing that I can't respect is the fact that throughout the weekend, even more than what I just read, like, there was 2 opportunities that I just read right there for you to be like think with this head, you know? Like,
Yeah.
there was an opportunity there. I was like, I just wish you would have said that, you know, before flirting with me all weekend and left it alone. And I was like, but also I don't want to be anybody's second choice. So like, you know, I wish you the absolute best. Hope it all works out. I'll see you around. Because at that point, I was like trying to stand up for myself, right?
Yeah.
He was like, I apologize. You know, I really enjoyed our conversation. I was torn, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't be a second choice. I think you're badass. You deserve a lot. See you around. Don't be a stranger, blah, blah, blah. And then so like, I let it go. He texted me again, to which I responded. And like the end of, this is important because I was like, hey, the end of my message, I was like, look, I typically don't do a great job standing up for myself in these situations. I think you're a really nice person. Appreciate the honesty. But I'm trying to love myself more and therapy's working. And I kind of threw this in at the end. I said, I've just been on a really bad streak of wasting my time lately, which isn't your fault, but this kind of just adds insult to injury.
I thought that was good.
And so then we chatted back and forth, and we were talking about some things you could call people as insults or whatever. And
There was a specific insult.
there was a specific insult in this message that, so that's that, right? I'm like, I'm not mad at the guy, can't hate it. Like, that's really the most respectful way you could have handled that. Am I a little ticked off that I got excited about it and flirted with you over the weekend? Sure, that's my own thing to be bothered by. Like, you handled this, like, he literally handled it the absolute most respectful way that you could have.
Yes.
Like, cannot hate that.
This is not where the story finishes.
It is not. If you've hung on with us this long, we're getting to the top of the roller coaster, I promise. That was a lot of background receipts that I had to tell, but they are important.
This is when it gets to me.
So, this is all on Monday afternoon.
Yep.
Monday night goes on. Tuesday, I get to work. I'm having a morning. Just casual morning. Caitlin, take it away.
I'm also having a casual Tuesday, which I am never usually there on Tuesdays. If you know, I'm usually not in the building on Tuesdays. So I'm sitting there, there's a lot going on that day, and I walk back into my little area and there's flowers sitting there. And there's a note, and it says Karsyn Elledge on it.
So, of course, she's going to open it.
I didn't know that was the thing. Like, I read everyone's flowers that come in. I'm sorry if you don't know that, but I know exactly who sent you flowers and why. Congratulations. So I obviously opened yours, and the first phrase
was one of the insults from the text messages.
And I did not even read the rest of like a paragraph that was written on this little flower card. I texted her and I said, "Are you in a meeting?" She said no, and I have never booked it so fast through the JRM hallways.
She literally teleported to my door.
And when I tell you, like, people,
her office is at she's the very front door, and I am in the back 40. Like,
my heart rate was a million miles an hour. And when I tell you, I passed probably 5 people carrying these beautiful flowers, and they're like, "Oh, who are they from?" I'm like, not now. And I ran. I was like, Karsyn, ran straight to Carson's office, got my phone out. I'm shaking because I'm like,
talking about it. Look at me.
How this is gonna be. I know how I received it. So I filmed her reaction. Hopefully you can see it.
Yeah, so, we have the video. We're gonna stitch it in on YouTube.
So, and it did not register.
What is that? Who did this?
Did you read it?
He did it? Because my brain first went to like, okay, there were 4 friends of mine that I spoke to last night that would have known the words in this card. it would have been you and Layla.
That's where your brain went.
You and Layla and Amber and Jaylee. Like,
yes.
I was thinking, like, my first thought went to one of my girlfriends sent me these, like, trying to give me a pick-me-up. I obviously didn't think a guy would send them to me. So the card reads, the insult, dear insult, in quotations, obviously. Also, I bet you the flower shop was like, what the am I writing?
I thought about that too.
Hope these turn the sour taste a little sweet. You're a badass and you shouldn't be having your time wasted. Go smash it this week.
Beautiful.
And the hope turn the sour taste a little sweet. I also said that in my text. I was like, it's all fine. I just can't help but like feel a little sour about it right now. And so I was like, are you shitting me? Like, did you send me these? And he was like, I just kind of felt like for wasting your time and figured you deserved a good pick-me-up.
He's still on my roster.
And I said, that is literally so nice. Like, so nice. And he was like, words don't mean anything without, action. And I respect you too much not to.
I was a fan of this move. And
so
obviously.
At first I was like, I'm not a second option, but I'm kind of willing to be one.
She's like, remember that thing I said? I don't mean that.
Like, that was so, like, come on. Like, the short guy wrecked my life longer than this and did 10 times more than just...
He didn't even
do anything wrong. Like, he literally didn't do anything wrong.
No, but short guy didn't even send you hardly an
Short
apology.
guy couldn't give me more than a minute of conversation to dump me.
No, but this
guy, all we did was flirt for 3 days, and...
So, as she's going through the emotions, like, as her friends were like, yeah, no, it wasn't worth it, yeah, no. And now, me and Layla were both like, stop making me like you, because now we do. To be continued. This is a true to be continued.
I just was like,
I mean, that's a pretty bold...
What, do you have any follow-up questions?
Like, or thoughts?
I'm just baffled because I feel like that's, as a man, that's probably one of those situations where, like, it ended as well as it could have, quote unquote ended. Like, if it continues down the road, great. But I have to feel like there's some kind of an end goal to sending the flower. You don't just send flowers as an apology because you're a gentleman. You don't just do that.
Why not?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know the guy, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm going off general
I think what
audience.
happened was like, I stated my case, said exactly what I did. Like, I was like, I'm not.
I bet he was into that.
That's what, like, I set boundaries and like, and made it a point that, like, yeah, was it just 3 days of texting back and forth or whatever? But like, my time is valuable and my energy is valuable and my openness is valuable. So like,
vulnerability. Yeah.
Like, to me, and I am a hopeless romantic, I really am, but like, based on what I know about him and the conversations that we have had even over just the weekend, like, based on what I've experienced him and the times I've just been adjacent to him before we even spoke directly, like, he's always been super respectful, super kind. Like, I really do think he's like a really good person.
Also, to preface off that, like, no guy does.
But the other friend group, the other group text that knew about all that, though, had the same opinion as you did. They were like, he's trying to keep you as a second option.
I don't even know if it's that. I just feel like I think the way you were with him has left probably a little
like,
inkling in his brain.
I left a mark on him.
Yeah, like a damn it. Exactly.
Damn,
like
I don't want this to go away.
And he's probably not trying to like rush back to anything. He's probably like, so it's not like you're a second option, but he's almost probably realizing,
but he's seeing someone else. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe I got here too late. I got here too late. No, I know exactly who. I know who it is. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
I already knew he was seeing someone before he told me he was seeing someone.
Yeah.
Because of, a couple degrees of separation. It's not. I didn't even ask to find out that information in relevance to me asking him on a date. I heard that like 2 weeks ago randomly. Yeah. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I missed my opportunity. But then, the wine and the altitude had me feeling some kind of way.
Didn't.
I did. But then he said what he said. And I was like, okay, well.
Yeah.
But I also can't, like, I have to say, too, if the roles were reversed and him and I have been seeing each other for a couple of weeks and someone came in that he was really curious about, I would want him to make the same decision. Like, I'm glad, like, he did the best he could to not hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not be icky.
Yeah.
So, like, how can you hate that?
I don't.
It wasn't like every, I'm not gonna say every, not all men, but it's always a man.
Yeah.
That I dated, they will see the both of you.
Yeah.
And then someone always ends up getting hurt. And like,
Yep.
that's what he was saying was like, I think the way I interpreted it was like, I don't want to like hurt you now in case like,
Yeah.
but I don't take in case as like a bad thing. I mean, I guess I don't.
No, I think
No.
he's trying to be as honest as he can be without giving you false hope and without
Hurting someone
hurting
else.
her in the same, and that's not an easy thing
He's
to do.
being respectful of the time that they've like already spent together,
But
which
he
like how
found
can
a
you hate
good
that?
way to wrap it up and be like, hey.
Yeah.
So
Like
I
that
don't
was
know.
really nice.
It was
Yeah.
nice.
And dating's different too. I mean, like when you think about something like that, it's not even that you're a second option.
Yeah.
It's that
It's complicated.
you were an unknown
Variable.
Player.
And you were an unknown variable.
That's true. I was
and
really
it's not
never an
like-
option.
No.
Right. And it's not like he's tied down completely. Like whatever it is they're doing, they're
That's
figuring
a tricky
themselves
space
out.
to be
So that's a
in.
weird space to be. And
Yeah.
he could not play that any better than what he
No.
did. I mean,
No,
that's
I
how
totally
you should do
agree.
it.
It gets my I haven't met you yet, but I hope to one day.
But yeah, that's how you should do it.
And we're gonna
How
leave
we
it
did.
at that because I
Yeah,
just-
then let this be a lesson for all men out there. Like
it made me smile. They weren't even my flowers.
you
but the
can.
fact,
Oh, and not to mention, and this is gonna wrap this right back to what happened to me. After I get these and I collect myself in my office for a few moments, I have to get on a call. So I get on this call and I'm sitting there like tweaking while I'm on this call, right? Like I'm like, she brings them up to me at 11:28 and my call's at 11:30. So I get off this call and I sprint downstairs to her. And I'm still like, I can't catch my breath. Like I can't believe that this happened. I'm like, what a night. Like I'm taken aback by the kind gesture. I'm feeling so
It
like
made her
seen
day.
and like respected. Like I was having a minute, okay? And I walk downstairs, well, right at that same time, the Dale Jr. download is ending, and I'm sitting there trying to do
Oh my
like
God.
breathing exercises with Caitlin, and Dale's like, come here. I want you to meet Jody Davis, one of Papa Dale's old hunting buddies,
know,
MLB
I
player.
was
and I'm
wondering-
like, I'm in there and I'm like trying to be present. I'm like meeting Jody Davis and also
it
like
could not have been the funnier time.
I was wondering why you were
And you were
wigging
there.
out. Yeah, well, yeah. I opened the door and I looked at you and you were sitting in the
And I was
chair
like-
and I was like,
Yeah, she was sitting in my chair. I'm sitting on the desk. Like
I don't know if
I
you could
just
tell,
was in
but-
shock.
We
I was
are-
like, I can't believe somebody was this nice.
yeah.
we are in this moment together, and then Dale whips open the door like, "Hey, come in here." And I'm like, "Oh no, maybe not right now."
No, it was great though.
Yeah,
like,
it
what
was.
other opportunity do you get to meet Jody Davis?
No, that
true.
was cool. I will sync this back around. Is it a text him or wreck him?
It's kind of
Is
my
it?
own text him or wreck him.
Like, you heard the story. We kind of want to know, like, reverse psychology
Reverse,
here.
yeah.
What would you do?
Like,
Viewers,
is there any
yeah.
kind of casual keeping up I could do that would be respectful? Like,
And
could I
not
text him every
boundary
once in a while
Can you
and
send
be
memes
like,
to him on Instagram and
be like, hey,
at
yeah,
once
it's
a
not
week?
like the
yeah,
holiday
like
guy.
we're not like directly texting.
It's not like Holiday Boy where you're
No.
texting
Yeah.
on the holidays.
Chicago, man.
Chicago man, he's gone. I'm to be continued on that one. I'm not giving up.
I hope we have more to keep you posted on.
I do
'cause
too.
I foresee this being a.
He's not gone.
He's not gone.
No.
Like literally,
If anything,
when he
just
said, like when
reappeared.
we ended our conversation the day before he sent me the flowers, the last thing I said was, "You'll be back."
And I thought it was amazing.
And at that moment, a string was attached.
Yep,
And he,
I'm
no matter how
telling
far
you,
he goes, it's gonna like
the
a fishing
string
hook. It's gonna keep
led
coming back.
from the flower delivery van to Caitlin's desk all the way to the back office. That's where the string started. And it's
And
not
then-
over.
100%.
The worst part is like not the worst part. Then like Kip and Andrew are like, "Oh, who are those from?" And I'm like, "It's a long story that I cannot
Yeah.
tell my bosses."
I was
Okay,
like, you guys can't know this. Like, we're just
I'll tell you the
TMI,
lore
bro.
later.
We're
I'll tell
just
you the
gonna
lore
keep
later.
this under wraps. But
So.
it was a funny ass day
It
and
was.
situation and how it unfolded. I just thought it was hilarious.
And you know, honestly, I'm really glad to go through a little situation
get some humor out of it.
that does not dysregulate my nervous system, right? And does not leave me with crippling anxiety for weeks. Like that
Yeah.
was the perfect whirlwind of fun, flirty, thriving
Did it end kind of yes?
flowers. Fun, flirty, thriving flowers. That's literally how it went.
Yeah.
That's the episode
That
title.
was the best.
Fun,
No,
flirty,
those are the best
thriving
flowers
flowers.
you've ever gotten in your life.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited.
Well, what's in your emotional purse, if anything?
Well, you missed out on my emotional purse. I apparently opened a small seafood restaurant last Saturday.
Dude.
I should have had a permit to feed the amount of people we fed.
Oh Lord.
I did a total guest count. We threw a seafood boil. I'm going to start with that.
And this is the
Total-
only time I'm going to say I am so thankful that I was not home.
Total The total amount of people ended up being 68
My God.
people. Like, we cleaned out Publix.
The most get the out of my house by 8:30.
Oh, okay.
Hate everything and like want to be in your cave person. I could not believe it. I'm telling you, if I would have pulled in the driveway, I would have turned around.
I know.
If I saw those kids in the yard,
she would have gotten a to-go plate and left. So
I could smell the photos you were sending me.
It like literally, it started off as maybe a group text about one thing, and then it got away from us. It really did. There's a lot of kids involved, a lot of sports teams, a lot of people we know that apparently like us. My brother-in-law Sean came up to me in the middle and was like, Caitlin, I don't have this many Facebook friends.
I didn't know you had that many friends.
I was like, I mean, I want to say probably close to 30 of those were kids.
Wow.
Boys on sports teams, babies. I mean, everywhere in my house,
I'd be fine with the babies.
There was a different party going on. The back deck, Brandon cooked over 50 pounds of crab legs.
Golly.
Stood over that damn seafood boil pot for, I want to say 2 or 3 hours, and just would come in and dump probably 8 dumps of seafood. It was bomb. And I handled it. You'd have been proud of me. You'd have been confused because you'd have been like, who abducted you and what's your name? Because you would have been like, there's no way.
I would have thought you were AI.
That she's gonna, yeah, I was AI Caitlin. I was AI host, but I was chilling. It was, and then 10 of those boys slept over. So I had to do a head count before I went to bed to make sure.
Why didn't you tell them where some of them slept?
I'm going to. I did a head count to make sure I knew how many were staying, and it was 10. When I woke up the next morning, I had to make sure I had what I started with. And I counted 6 in Jackson's room. He's a full-size bed, so they were on the floor, they were everywhere. 2 on the couch in the living room, and I'm missing 2. And then I opened Jackson's bathroom, and there they are asleep in the shower. So how do you think the boys woke him up?
Dumping water on it?
Turn the shower on. They were in the shower. This is a standing shower. This is not a bathtub. This is just a standing shower bathroom. That's where I found them. They were everywhere. You'd have been proud of me. You wouldn't have stayed.
The only way I'm sleeping on a shower or a tile bathroom floor is because I can't get that far away from the porcelain.
Yes.
Not because I willingly chose to at the ripe age of 13.
But I'm telling you, like, it did get away from us, and it was about Friday where I was like, I need to probably write down how many people are coming, because, like, at this point, it's spread around the community.
Like, I love you so much. Like,
I know
really
what you're
do.
gonna say.
I really love you, but I would, no way. Like, if you ever do that again, I'm not coming.
No, you're not. We had to have your own seafood boil.
No, I just won't.
With Layla and Steven.
No, I just
Max.
won't. I'll just... You
be fair,
tell Brandon to keep me off a pot to the side, and then when everyone leaves, I'll come over.
To be fair, I warned my flight risk friends that were coming over that if they would have shown up and seen how many people they would have ran, I told them before they came. I was like, listen, there's gonna be probably 50 plus people here. And some of them still came and hung out.
The adults are fine. It's just the like
running,
like the 5 and above children for me.
You would have been with the babies. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, everybody would have wanted me to put their baby to sleep.
Yes, but they were everywhere. I mean, we were on 1.5 acres of land. They're running amok everywhere.
I wish they would have ran away.
So, that was mine.
That's that.
And I survived, and my house is still standing, and everybody loved it. And I'll do 1 in 2 years.
Why do I feel like we were just talking for Emotional Purse for like 45 minutes? But it's really not. How long has it been?
It's about 25 minutes.
It feels like we've been doing it. I felt like my story was like 45 minutes long. All right, our emotional purses have been zipped up, emptied, zipped up, and on our shoulder for another day. I hope.
See what they fill with next week.
Hope it continues to be filled with, instead of apology flowers, maybe a, hey, I'm single flowers.
Maybe I'm going to pick you up Tuesday flowers.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. Next, we are going to get into messy draft, which it's like I know I'm guilty of absolutely loving Bama Rush Talk, as I'm sure some of our listeners are. And also Bama Rush Talk is kind of like entering into our area with Kylan Darnell and William Byron dating.
I'm seeing all that.
I know.
I'm making the connection.
I feel like I wasn't a huge fan of her. Like when she first started the Rush stuff, I was watching her, and like I was like loving following her journey. And then for a minute, I like fell off, and then now I feel like she's like really finding her like her niche and like her like her vibe.
Yeah.
You know, like I love it. I think her sister's a hot mess, but I like her. So our messy draft, I say all that to say, I'm like a rambling ass motherfucker today. Sorry to whoever's editing this. Ryan, okay, I just started to read a whole separate area on this thing. And I'm not even halfway through my glass of wine.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
This is a good week for Karsyn.
Anyways, I'm not used to being filled with so much joy.
I'm going to roll with this.
My meditations are working. Anyways, messy draft we're doing is reasons we, Caitlin and Karsyn, would be kicked out of a sorority. And I have to say, I had to ask Layla about sororities to know why I would hate it, besides the obvious. And this, I want to preface this by saying this is zero hate to girls that rush. Girls that are like, I love it for you.
I applaud you for
the
it.
Outfits, and there are so many parts of it that would be my Super Bowl, but there are just parts of it where my chemical makeup in my brain would literally not allow me to be bound by so many rules. So, here we go.
Yeah, these are reasons I get kicked out of Slap a Kappa. And I really had to think of, like, am I looking at this as 20-year-old Caitlin, or am I looking at this as 36-year-old? And a lot of these are the same. And that's just my chemical makeup.
Yeah.
Being around that many 20-year-old girls, I just never used to it.
That's a good point. Like, my friends have always been older.
Yeah. Like, not my, I mean, I had like trauma. A group of high school girls and stuff, obviously, and we still talk. We're still friends and everything. But like 20 plus.
Of different walks of life.
Different walks of life. You cannot tell me that it's kumbaya all the time.
Oh my, and
I know it's not.
You're not even
I'm
talking
a bitch, so if it's, I can't.
Yeah. I got to go to like Zeta Pi or wherever the mean girls go.
And now
I'm going to Find No.
Find No.
Delta, get me out of here.
Delta Airlines, please.
Delta Gamma gotta go. My first reason would be I can't control my facial expressions. Therefore, in like chapter meetings and things, if I was hearing things I would disagree with, which I assume would be often, they would know.
True. You can't.
They would know.
Mine would be doing anything with a group because I'm a lone wolf and I'll leave when I'm ready.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen the dance things that a lot of sorority dudes every year?
You're spoiling my list.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Well, that's what I was getting into with the group thing. That's what was my thing.
All right. Just kidding. That was funny.
Don't really shut up, but I could really use some more ice. Okay.
I know.
Having to live in the house at some point.
Is that required?
There are some, not all sororities require, but there are some that require you to live in the house at some point during, like for a year or whatever, or your senior year, I don't know. But they require you at some point to live in there. I couldn't even fathom, I picked a school, partially my college, based off of the fact that they didn't require freshmen to live in dorms on campus, so I could get an apartment.
That's what I did.
That's the
no
requirement.
effing way. No, I need my sound machine, I need my phone. Like the way that I'm bothered by noise and other people, there's no way I could do that.
Exactly.
And there's 40, like plus 40 of that going on at the same time.
Well, knowing me, I get kicked out because of the colorful outfit rule.
100%.
Colorful
See, that would be my, well, like just all their outfits
Like,
are so fun. And
Their
like,
outfits are
vibrant
vibrant
and
and crazy, and they try to one up.
You can't wear black
everything,
leggings and a black
I'm
top.
like, that wouldn't happen with me. So I know I would get
dude,
kicked
my
out for that.
ice is like cracking and like splashing.
Mine's melted.
Okay. Communal bathrooms. Again, with the reason I chose an apartment, not a dorm. If I have to wear shower shoes, I'm not going. I won't.
No.
I won't. I would sooner take a whore bath camping, aka
We have, actually.
wipe my armpits with a freaking baby wipe, than use a communal bathroom.
I'll bathe in a river, but I'm not sharing a communal
Okay, that's a
bathroom.
little interesting.
It is. It's so
I
free.
will not
You should
bathe
try
in a
it.
river.
You knew river when we were up there. I washed my hair in it and everything.
I did wash my hair in it one day.
Yes.
But I'm not like
moving
I'm
fresh
not, like,
water. No.
And I know you're not washing your feet anywhere you shower, so
Going back to episode 1. All right.
people
I would
still mention that to me.
I know. I would get kicked out because of curfews. Mm-hmm. Because
Did
you
they?
can't tame a wild horse. And
have
I'm a hell of a
curfews?
horse that can't be put down.
They have curfews?
Yeah, there's like your like dorm checks and stuff like that. They'll be like, you have to be back in.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm out on my own. I'm out on my own.
Yeah.
No one's telling me
I'm
to go.
gonna
anywhere.
go where the fuck I'm going.
Yeah.
All the chanting and dancing. I ain't doing it. I'm not. I just.
And you love to dance and you love to sing, but only when
I'm
you
a free
want.
spirit. I don't want to
Free.
be taught to do it. I want to just
like a robot.
Cut a little rug just because I want to.
Yeah.
I'm out there gonna be like when they open the doors and they're all screaming and they're like,
Oh.
"Home!"
That'd be
Oh my
Nightmare
God.
fuel.
Yeah, that woke me up. All right, I get kicked out because they share their things.
You do not.
I don't share.
But she expects everyone else to share their things with her, but she doesn't want to share her things with you.
I do. Not even going to deny that one. Sorry.
I would be on a daily basis visit with the standards committee. Like, I would be constantly violating the rules. Dry period? Nah. No boys in the house? No.
Nah.
I would be a menace at date parties.
Yeah. All right, I would be the one petitioning at meetings to end the meetings.
Yeah.
For something that could have been a text or an email.
Yeah. I have actually one more. What the f*** is a grand big? Like, all the family you have to do. Layla was telling me, so like, you know how you get your little? And
Yeah,
like you have your
I'd be a
big and your little.
horrible-
Your big's big is a grand big. So you have a grand big, a big, and a little.
That's too many people. I don't know.
And I'm not saying the words grand big.
Isn't there also technically? Couldn't there be a great grand big?
That's what I
Isn't that
asked.
a
I
thing?
said,
let's
could there
get-
be a
because
great
if a
grand
freshman
big?
is a little,
That's a 4-year tenure. Yeah.
yeah.
So you could have a great grand big.
I've heard great grand big.
I think
before.
I've seen like
I think I
GG
have.
big.
Yes,
Yes,
I've seen that.
I've
seen that.
And
I've
I've
never
always
seen that.
wondered what that meant.
I think it's great grand big.
I would lose custody of mine day one. I would honestly either lose custody or physically lose that child.
Caitlin would have to be somebody's little for all 4 years because she wouldn't be allowed to be in
I'd
charge.
have to recycle through the new chapters, if you will, because I'd be like, I don't know what happened to the last one. She just stopped showing up.
Yeah. Single-handedly, the reason they quit college.
Think she quit? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
And the final reason for me is I lived in a sorority my whole life with 3 sisters and a mother
And our moms
y'all
and us.
and all of the
Yeah.
extra big grandma moms.
Yeah.
Grandmoms
We had
that we had.
GG.
We had too many moms.
We had aunties.
I had so many house moms. I was under house arrest, like all
Anywhere
the time.
you went.
Anywhere I went to someone else's house, I could be under house arrest. That's how bad it was. So it's just PTSD from me growing up. I never ever thought about being in a sorority.
Well,
but
that sorority we were in didn't have a standards committee either.
no, they were.
Or a president. Everyone was just
Everyone was the president.
Yeah.
And
A lot of
everyone
big
everyone
personalities
had
in one
meetings
place.
without you there.
Yeah. To talk about you.
Yep. And all the problems that I've already been through this. Yeah, I lived through that. So good luck to all the rushers. What they call each other.
Good luck
Russians?
to the new recruitments.
Hope you get a better big than me.
Don't worry, you won't encounter Caitlin on a college campus.
You will not, unless I accidentally wind
Unless
up
she's
there.
like tailgating a football game somewhere.
Actually, the only time I've been on like a university campus was the day after St. Patrick's Day. I had fallen asleep in an apartment, needed to get to my car, and I rode the student bus to get to my car. And I had like a white and black dress on, shocker, and it was stained green from all the green beer from the night before. App State's fun.
No way.
Shout out App State.
Jeez.
And that's my story.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I think that's a great segue into our next, which is I said what I said. We're bringing the quote book back. And I can't believe you rode a student bus to get to your car. That's low, dude. I
had
feel
no-
like Ubering
You
places.
ever walk
like,
through App State? It's nothing but hills. I was exhausted.
I know.
And it was cold. I was in a mini dress with beads on, with the green stained dress. It was, people remember me, I'm sure. Thank
You're
God
hard to
social media
forget.
wasn't that big. Thank you very much for that.
Let's see if we forgot who said what.
All right, here we go into the quote book. First one. You know what sucks about my ear? I can't do karaoke. It's like when Morgan Wallen had to cancel his tour.
I said that.
100%.
I said that because it was the 4th. I held a 4th of July party at our lake house, and I'm gonna get really vulnerable with you guys for a sec. Apparently, I have really small ear canals, and so my ears produce a normal amount of earwax, but because I have such small ear canals and ears, like it seems like it's too much. Well, at that time in my life, I was having a little bit of trouble with earwax. Okay, gross, but
Q-tips.
that shoves it down
Yeah, it's
further
bad.
in your ear.
It's bad for you.
Maybe that's
Do you
why.
remember when Terry walked into the door frame with the Q-tip in his ear?
Oh, you just brought that back.
Okay,
Oh.
anyways, so I swim and my ear gets plugged. And I mean plugged to the point I'm doing like these home suction things. Like I cannot get it out. So I have to go to the ENT and like get my ear like extracted. And so that was what it was, is my ear was plugged up. And so I couldn't do karaoke very well because I couldn't quite, like my ear was plugged. So
couldn't hear it.
And Morgan Wallen had canceled his tour recently because his vocal cords were messed up. So I felt like we were having a synonymous experience.
Valid.
I was probably drunk when I said that.
All right.
And I probably still did karaoke.
Yeah.
I was about to say, your concert went on.
All right. Number 2. I think I understand. I want to preface this. I understand the context of this one by guessing. However, it's still funny out of context. It says, "That's why I wore a stretchy dress for more crabs."
That's me.
Crab Leg Monday!
What? Okay, wait. What's the context?
Eddie's every Monday night. Eddie's on Lake Norman has Crab Leg Mondays, where it's like $40,
Oh.
2
It's
pounds
like
Yes.
half
crab
price,
legs. Yeah,
half market price. You get 2 pounds, potatoes, corn, all the
yeah.
Nice.
I did probably do that on purpose, so I'll own it.
Hell yeah.
Makes sense now.
No, that's not the context I thought it was. For some reason, I thought like you were on the beach crab hunting. That's what I don't know. I don't know why
no.
that's
Do
where
you
my
know
mind
me?
went.
Uh-uh.
I have
Are
no idea
you
why.
sure we've spent enough time together?
It's been a long week.
You think we'd be crab
If
hunting?
I'm on
I
the
don't know.
beach at night, I'm hunting bars.
Or
Running
I've
up
gone
and
too
down,
far.
or I need to go to bed.
Yeah,
Those are the 2 options.
that's
I
valid.
probably would be catching crabs if I was drunk on the beach at night.
I was about to say, I'm glad that was your
The
preface.
physical crabs, not the STD version.
Yeah.
So far,
I want to be clear. Everybody can cut and crop anything these days.
All right, number 3.
cut this. I don't have crabs.
Any kind.
Never caught one of any kind.
Any
Go
kind.
ahead.
All right, number 3. Got a thing for sweets, but I don't play with you suckers.
Did I say that?
Yes. Yes, you said that.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I love
Got
that.
a thing for sweets, but I don't play with you suckers. I like that. Damn.
Make
I
us-
was spitting bars.
I was going to say, it's kind of a bar.
Oh, let's make a joint t-shirt and do no crabs and suckers up in here. Something like that.
Suck a crab up in here. Suck a sweet crab. All right, next.
Oh my God.
All right, next. I don't have custody of my eyeballs.
Was that the day after my birthday? When I took custody of you?
Yeah.
When we went to pick up the balloons?
If that's going in the direction of what, yes.
After my Kilted Buffalo Strip Club birthday.
Yes.
This is so off the
And
walls.
I was just not good.
It was my 25th. It was this past year. My mom did the dinner to celebrate my birthday on my actual birthday, which was a Thursday. We burned it the down. Caitlin got off work the next day from Amy and Mom at dinner that night.
Sorry, KG.
And yeah, we've definitely talked about this on here before, but
okay, it's coming back.
And we ended up going out. We went to the Kilted Buffalo. The next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. We're at the strip club.
Oh.
And then the next day, we were all set to go to the lake house because we were throwing my Love Island themed birthday there that weekend. And so the next day was everyone was going to get to the lake house. I had to go to Charlotte to pick up the balloon arches. And Caitlin was like, I can't be alone. Like, I need you to come pick me up. So I picked her up, and she said that at some point during the car ride.
Probably when she asked me to help her and I just couldn't do anything but exist in that front seat. I could see that coming.
She was down bad. We were all down bad. I mean,
I rallied.
oh yeah, we did for Saturday. That's why we couldn't have my birthday party dinner and then my actual party back to back.
That was thought
None
out.
of us were alive Friday.
No. Friday was the
We
day
went
of
to
rest.
bed at like 6 o'clock that night.
Friday was the day of rest.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was.
Oh my God, I did get out of work. God, that's so bad.
All right, last one. I don't think we've done this one, but I couldn't remember, but it's on here anyway. I knew I was in the right spot when I was minding my own business and a fireball shooter hit me in the side of the head.
See, that was me.
What?
That was me.
I'm shocked.
I was at
It was you.
I was at Pockets and Brews in Claremont.
Yep.
I was sitting at minding my own business
Party
at the
bus?
first booth. No, this was after a hickory race. I think the ASA hickory race rained out, and we went to Pockets and Brews, and I was sitting there
That
doing
shocks
nothing.
me.
All of a sudden, Gail, God love Gail, I get freaking hit in the side of the head by a little fireball shooter. And I look, and Gail's sitting there just grinning at me. I'm like, you little. So
and
I love it
you took
there.
one for her. You never take
Pockets
one for
and
me.
bruise closed.
That's cool.
I was
Rest
in
in
my
peace.
fireball era then, dude. That was like
I
2023.
missed that. I've always been in mine, so you
That
just...
was like 2023. I don't do fireball. I do Rumplemans like an adult.
Stuck up adult. Fireball's for fun people.
Fireballs for
Fireball ruins
hot
your life.
Cheeto girls.
Don't drink it. If I knew what that meant, I'm sure I'd be
My favorite thing is I always call her a
Insulted.
hot Cheeto girl, and she never knows what it means.
I have no idea what it means. Jax
probably-
has hot Cheeto underwear. Does that mean anything about him? What does that mean? I don't like hot
That
Cheetos.
further confirms and validates me calling you a hot Cheeto girl.
I don't know what it means, and I don't even like hot Cheetos. I don't have...
Do you like Takis?
No. Jax does. So maybe I have a hot Cheeto kid.
You are a hot Cheeto girl.
You gonna tell me what it means?
Yeah. Like, I told you this before. It's like the kind of girls that would wear, like, Cookie Monster pajama pants to high school.
I am offended. Offended. You know that I would never. You just think I would?
No, like, you just kind of give that energy. Like, don't give a
That
fuck.
dress like a
don't
toddler?
give a fuck energy.
Oh, yeah, well, that's good.
And, but, I mean, there are some insulting,
like-
characteristics
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
it.
say Cheeto.
Yeah,
hot
I
Cheeto
knew that
girls do
wasn't
have
just
some
a
of
clean
those.
break right there.
Just
That
look
was-
it up.
Okay.
Ask your kids about it. They'll know.
Yeah.
Boomer.
There's a dog here in my wine.
There's no dogs in here.
It's my dog. Black Lab. Rip.
R.I.P. All right. Speaking of R.I.P.
Wreck him! Wreck him!
Text him or wreck him. And this looks interesting.
This is a first.
Like, Ryan, I kind of want you to read this to me.
Yeah, I know this. I know it looks different than what we normally have. So
Do we role play?
we normally do like the story conversations. This is more like the first one is a back and forth convo. The second one is like a text conversation. So you guys kind of get what the vibe is here. That's why they're so long, or they look long.
I'll take the first one. Because the next one is just a back and forth text conversation. But this one is like multiple people talking out loud.
All right.
I think there's the guy, her, and the waitress.
Yeah.
In that one, based on that submission.
Okay.
So.
All right, I'm going to have to really lock in for this.
All right. Text him or wreck him. Here we go. My boyfriend and I have been dating for about a year, and we decided to go out to eat last week. We moved in with each other a little over a month ago, and I would give context, but I think our conversation speaks for itself. So here's how it went. For reference, he ordered a water, and I ordered a margarita. He says, "Why do you always throw a fit about our financial situation and then order an expensive drink?" Do I have to keep reading? Because, like, I don't need to hear anymore.
I was gonna say.
The girl says,
I think that settles it.
maybe it's because I'm stressed out and alcohol takes the edge off. He says, well, it feels like a double standard. You say we need to spend less, and then you turn around and spend more of it. She says, you are the one who wanted to go out to dinner, and you are lecturing me about money and my drink choices? Seriously? I proceed to get up and go to the restroom. When I got out of the restroom, I noticed our waitress leaving the table, and she looked confused by something my boyfriend said before leaving. I said, I saw the waitress leaving the table. She says, I saw the waitress leaving the table. Did you try to get her to switch my drink order? He says, I would never do that. She says, you've done it before. The waitress comes back. The waitress says, ma'am, I just wanted to see if your drink order needed to be changed. What a girl's girl. She says, no, why would you ask? And the waitress, who now realizes she stumbled into something, says, no reason. I was just checking. I'll return in a minute to take your orders. Guy then interrupts her and says, no, thank you. We're actually going to be leaving. She says, you will be leaving. She, the girlfriend, not the waitress, says, you will be leaving. I will be having a margarita and whatever the I want to eat. And he says, then who's going to pay? And she says, me, you idiot. I make more money than you. He proceeded to storm out of the restaurant, and I ordered myself a 20-ounce ribeye to go with a giant margarita. Not the first time this has happened, but we've only been living together a month.
Not anymore.
Move out.
Kick him out.
That's
Still fresh.
ridiculous.
Get out.
That's
To
terrible.
cause that
What?
kind of scene at a
That
restaurant.
is embarrassing.
That is humiliating.
Hold on,
And not
to-
for
That is somebody
her.
who didn't get enough attention growing up.
Hold on. Did it not
Hugs.
say that Did she say it wasn't the first time that
Yes.
he's tried to switch her
Yes.
drink order?
Yeah, and he said, and like
What?
shout out to the waitress for asking her. Like
She
that.
knew exactly what she
legit.
was doing. That waitress knew exactly what she was doing. She was letting her know, like, hey, this is shady. So
You, dude.
that's weird.
That's, yeah.
If a man tried to change my drink order and my drink came back, I would dump it on his head.
I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you right now, there's been a lot of dinners that I've been at with my husband, and maybe I should have been cut off a while back. Has that man ever cut me off? No.
You do what you want.
You just don't. Especially don't go to the waitress and try to be shady about it.
Hell no.
Ew, move out.
And especially, it was
Weird.
about money, not even about level of drunkenness.
Yeah.
Like,
You
I'm
just
sorry,
got
if this $12 margarita is going to change your day, then you have bigger fish to fry.
It's true.
I don't love that. That's weird.
Ick.
to
You have
me.
bigger rims
Big
to
ick.
salt.
That's unakeable.
Reckon.
It's gross. I don't like
Did
it.
you catch my joke? I said you
Yeah,
have bigger
I
rims
did.
to salt.
I thought you said uncrustable. I was like, wait. I almost said uncrustable. Sorry, I had a brain spasm.
What the fuck does Uncrustables have to do with this?
I had a moment. I was thinking
Oh,
about
that
two
was kind
different
of giving.
words.
What the fuck? How petty got to do with this?
Very much so.
I've been saying that a lot lately. I said it in a meeting the other day and I got side-eyed. All right, wreck that. I fucking sucks.
Wreck the hell out of him.
Sucks. Leave him.
Unanimous wreck him.
Yeah, not even a chance. We're done with that. All right. After being off Tinder for a while due to work, I finally decided to jump back in. I wasn't
mistake.
expecting this type of interaction. I matched with this guy in my city and we messaged back and forth on the app just for a few days before moving to texting. We seemed to get along well and he was generally flirty. About 5 days of texting, I pushed the issue and asked, when's our first date? The rest of our text chain goes as follows. God. Him. Tomorrow, wear clothes you can get dirty. Okay, exciting, kind of cute, question mark, she had thought. Me, oh, okay, where are we going? Him, we're digging fence post holes on my family's property. They just got a donkey and need it fenced in.
Sounds like you're the donkey, bro.
Me, our first date is gonna be making me do physical labor. Him, yeah, I need to see if you have what it takes to live on a farm.
What about
And like
see
childbirthing
who you are
hips.
as a person?
Me, question mark, question mark, question mark. I was in the army. I already told him this. Like infantry army. That stuff isn't difficult, but completely inappropriate for a first date. Him, okay, bye. You're not the girl for me then. Sounds like you need to be marrying that donkey that you're so obsessed with. That's all I
No,
got.
he needs to marry. Yeah, he needs to marry the donkey.
Yeah, he's.
Jackass recognizes
Oh
jackass.
my God.
What a joke.
She told him she was in the army, and that's
You know what?
Is this
I would've-
farmers only?
I would have agreed to go,
We
and instead of
stumbled-
digging those fence posts, I would have dug his grave.
We've stumbled so
Would have
far
buried
down.
him alive.
Yeah.
Can I
We've,
say that?
we've stumbled so far down. We're in farmers only.
Dead ass. Bro should get off Tinder and get
She
on
said
Farmers
she was
Only.
going to sign me up for that once.
I'm still thinking about it.
I'm one more dumbass guy away from signing you up. Guess what? There's been like 5 more dumbass guys since then.
All right, you want to be put in this situation?
I don't want to be on Farmers Only. No.
Oh no, I'll do that. But I'm saying you
I
want
want to
me
be
sign-
on
a farmer.
Billionaires Only.
We'll
Billionaires
get Karsyn
only.
on Farmer Wants a Wife.
No.
Oh,
No.
Hey,
Wife doesn't want a farmer. I'm fine. I shouldn't say I don't want a farmer. I shouldn't say that.
Don't say that.
I shouldn't say that, but I don't.
we got to do something different.
There's a certain kind of farm that I'm looking for.
And if it's a jackass farm, not that one.
If I have to be a part of digging the fence post, I'm not.
Ew,
That's
no, this
not the
is-
farm I
this
want.
is
I want to
not-
be in the farmhouse. Act like it's the
barn-
1940s. I'll be making dinner. And I don't
You
even
want to
care.
be in the barndominium.
No.
outside
I want
of
a
the
house.
farm.
I don't want a barn. I want to live in a garage.
I do.
Oh,
Ew.
to each their own.
I don't love. No, both of them are total wreckums. There's no.
Well, it sounds like the trash took itself out on that last one.
That ended faster than it started.
Honestly, curbside pickup. Thanks.
And drop off. I
All
like
right,
it.
well. And just remember to keep in mind about my text him or wreck him
Yeah.
from earlier in the show. But yeah, you can always submit your worthy wreck him stories to our Instagram DMs, commenting on YouTube, which is probably the fastest way for us to see it. And then you can also email rarebreeds@dirtymomedia.com. And it is now time for Ask Rare Breeds.
I love this part.
Me too.
That's my
I
favorite.
love to see what the people have
People have
said.
spoken. What have they said?
the first one, actually, Karsyn got this in a DM.
Yes, I
the
did.
other
I
day.
actually need to pull up that DM on my phone so I can reference while we're chatting about it.
And the
You
question,
can start reading it because I am going to our text. I'm not going to my DM.
Yes, and the question comes from Kimberly. She asks, what is the wildest thing you've collected or acquired something that you've kept for a long time? Now, there's a pretty decent backstory behind all this.
So, she says, long story to lead to my Ask Rare Breeds question. Back when Dale Jr. had frosted tips, a bunch of us were at a bar restaurant near New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's right off the highway. Anyway, we consumed a few buckets of bud, and I had noticed the Dale Jr. stand-up where he was wearing a black leather jacket. I wanted it, so as we were leaving, I scooped it up and ran out the door. I hid under a pickup truck as they searched the parking lot for the culprit. I kept it for quite some time, maybe 15 years or so. So then she asked me what the wildest thing was that I've collected or acquired. She said, I believe the statute of limitations is up, so I will be going back to that restaurant next weekend at Loudon.
That's amazing.
So I wish you the best of luck. Dang, I have to think about this. Like, I'm really bad klepto about stealing, like, glasses. I'm really big on stealing cups from, no.
I steal knives.
Why?
Because I like
Chucky,
steak knives.
chill. I steal like pint glasses that like have cool designs on them. I steal glasses from bars.
Sometimes not on purpose.
Not on purpose
really.
either. And like I think the only other, the biggest theft story I have is like one time. You know how Staples used to have like the dispensers of the paper clips where they were just like out and about and you could just get one paper clip or two or 20. I'd steal one. I mean, what they're gonna do with it? It's a paper clip. Well,
I'm gonna turn you in.
Don't worry.
Why?
Guess who was our nanny at the time?
Never mind.
Finds out I stole this paper clip that cost them less than a cent, if that's possible. Makes me walk back in there and apologize to the store manager and hand them the paper clip back.
Not surprised at all.
All right, what's Caitlin's question?
All right, Caitlin, I feel like this question's a bit more tame.
Good.
From a viewer, they've noticed you mentioned going to concerts quite a bit, and they're curious if you have a top 3 dream concert.
I didn't know you were like a concert
you want
goer.
to attend.
Oh, I'm sporadic on that. Like, you probably caught me on a good couple
All right, what's your top
streak.
3 you've been to? Top 3 she's been to, and
Or
top
3 you would want to go to.
Well, first and foremost, if I could rewind time, would have been the Eras tour. I'm pissed beyond all measure that I didn't just go to that.
Shut up, Abigail.
Yeah, Abigail.
This is the only mean thing I'm ever going to say to you. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's when.
Respectful.
The other two.
And you're the problem.
The other 2 would be I want to go see Backstreet Boys in the Sphere. That's looked freaking badass. I've seen it on TikTok.
I wanted to see Kenny Chesney in the Sphere.
Dolly Parton. I want to see her.
Dolly's on my list too.
I can't believe I haven't because I've seen a lot of concerts and I want to see her. I just don't want her to go anywhere. I want to see her.
I wish we could like make her immortal.
I think she is. And
Like I swear to God, the day Dolly Parton dies, I'm gonna have to take the day off work.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, and Reba.
She's a saint.
I've never seen Reba.
I have
wanna
Madison
see
Square
her.
Garden.
Oh. My first concert was Shania Twain
Badass.
in Georgia. It was awesome.
I have an Ask Rare Breeds that I'm gonna insert. T actually inserts a really funny,
Oh, Jesus.
ironic joke once I ask my question. I had this realization, or this epiphany, this thought the other day, and I wanted to put it out to the feelers here.
I have no idea what she's about to ask.
I believe the statistic that I'm about to say is likely true. There are more men that you know in your life that have tried to stick their in something they shouldn't than not. And I'm not talking something they shouldn't as in a person they shouldn't. I'm talking a jar of peanut butter, those like toys you had as a kid, like the little rubber toys. Like you think about there's every guy that you're probably near has probably at some point in his life tried to stick his in something that like you shouldn't.
Where did we go? How did we end up here?
How is this not clocking to
Now
you?
I'm thinking about every male in my life.
That's what I'm saying.
This was a
like
terrible-
if you had one, think about
Oh.
it. Like you'd probably stick it in like I know a couple things if I had one, I know a couple things that I would probably try to see. Like what does it feel like? Like you know those rubber toys. Hold on, not like a pocket, but it was like the elementary school version of them.
Oh, my God.
These, hang on.
Oh, my God.
Hang on. You guys are gonna hear me out. Like these,
Oh, my God.
right?
The water wigglers?
Ruining
Are you not saying
childhood-
anything because you have?
No, I'm not saying anything because I'm baffled.
Wouldn't you? If you had one?
I honestly can't say. I'm speechless for the first time in my
Is
whole
this
entire
really that
life.
crazy that I had this thought last
Because-
night that like there's probably so many men out there that have probably tried to stick their dick in something like that's not like that you shouldn't
Let us know.
or don't.
I preferably don't.
I am looking at the world so differently now.
But have you never even thought like if you had one like wouldn't you like?
You've just ruined my life a little bit because I live with 3.
I
Don't finish.
Go ask them.
Don't.
Go ask them. I
I'm
bet
not.
you all of them, if they were willing to
Hell.
admit it. That was like a thing going around too. There was like girls were asking their husbands like something about things that they like their gotten stuck in or something, and like thinking that they weren't going to say anything, and then they're like, oh yeah, this, and this.
Our feed is about to be nothing but my got stuck in a hornet's nest one time or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and I
they
don't
tried
know-
to put it on or in something that it should not, like that's unconventional.
I don't know where I heard this, but there was a story about a guy that stuck it in a beehive.
That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of
I
saying.
remember reading at some point in my 36
actually,
years.
do you know how we got here? And this like
No.
no, how we got here was we were talking about somebody, a male person that we know. You don't know. Layla and I were talking about a male person that we know, and then she was saying something like giving, and I was like, men, like we were talking about the double standard or something that this certain guy was having on a certain girl versus like how he behaves, and I was like, I think I said like a guy would this cabinet if it would let him, if it had a pulse, like. And then I took it a little too far, and I said, I guarantee you, like, they'd probably stick their in a jar of peanut butter and let their dog lick it off, like, just to feel something. And then Layla was like, have you ever thought then about, like, what have they stuck it in?
Oh my God. And if I was there in that room,
And I'm
I
really
would have
mad
been a
that you
part
guys
of it.
are making me feel unnormal right now, because I know there are a lot of girlfriend groups that have had this, like, you just have a weird realization.
I'm
I
not
don't think
judging
this
you
is
for the
crazy.
realization. I'm just like, that is not what I expected you to say at all.
I know.
At all.
Everyone you walk by, you're going to think, he's probably stuck his in a printer or something.
I'm going
Or
to.
you're going to look at objects now and be like,
God.
if I had I stick it in that?
It's like when you ruined campers for me. Do you remember what you told me about campers when we were driving down the road? What you do to them? You've ruined. I do it every time. We were driving down the road and she goes, "Oh, anal whisperer," and I'm like, "What?"
You put the word anal in front of the names of campers and you will get the funniest the funniest
hot rod.
Anal torque.
I'm
Anal
not kidding.
explorer.
She told me that one time, probably 5 years ago.
And you know what?
I
Everybody
do
that I tell
every
it to
time.
says the same
God,
thing
you
still to this
just
day. They're like, I can't not
freaking
do it.
poisoned my brain again. You did it again?
Are you kidding me? You poisoned my brain my whole childhood. It's my turn to return the favor.
Oh, this back.
Yeah. Just think
You
about
have
it.
ruined campers and for me, so thank you so much for
Oh,
that.
I'm sure I haven't ruined Please. Please.
What a way to go out. God.
Yeah, that's all we got. And for the record, do not let us know where you've tried to stick your
No,
Don't.
please God, don't.
Just think about it and take that thought into your own life and the people around you. I didn't ask it because I want to know. I
And
just
think
wanted
twice.
to challenge others with the thought. Okay? Let me make that extremely clear. No unsolicited pics.
None.
And it's
In
sick,
anything.
And it's sick that I even have to
Or
say
comments.
that, but you would be surprised. Anyways. If you have such an epiphany, you can also submit those the same way you can submit text and Marekims in our DMs, in our email, rarebreeds@dirtymomedia.com, and also commenting on YouTube. But again, don't comment about where you stuck your I don't want to know. Caitlin, just go.
Holy
Take the
God.
outros and closing thoughts. Our fan shout outs.
Fan shout outs.
We're going viral with that part.
Mitch.
I just know it.
Says to me in my DMs, I about drove into a ditch yesterday when you said he slouches because he works at a desk.
Really? Because I laughed into a spit when she said it right here live.
That was the winning phrase of last week. I mean, that was it. I still laugh. I still think about that and laugh. So thanks for listening, Mitch and Deb. I'm all flustered. Because now I can't stop looking at that box and wondering if someone tried to penetrate it. So,
A cup of Jello.
So,
Oh no.
we have merch. There's no telling what it'll say after this episode. And the website is...
End of a vacuum cleaner while it was on.
below.
Oh my heavens forbid. All right, you guys, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Don't forget about Forgotten Bangers.
Yeah, download our playlist, Forgotten Bangers. Also, we added a new banger. This is the one and only exception that we're gonna make to this playlist. And it's a new banger, not a forgotten banger. It's one that you should never forget. From our lovely Evan, who edits our funniness in our faces on the YouTube and everything and all that. He literally has a talent that he hid from, not me, Caitlin didn't know, but
No.
hidden talent, banger musician, and he put out a new song called Begging You. So this is not an ad. He did not pay me for this. I genuinely just like the song, and it's on our playlist. So
Listen to it with the windows down in your car. You'll
max
understand.
volume.
You'll understand.
You'll love it. Yeah, merch. Caitlin covered the merch. Hopefully we can get some new content out of this one. I'm sure we will. Best of luck to our editors on this one, because we went some places I wouldn't go with a gun. And with that, we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.